Hello, I am Abhilash Chand and welcome to Complete LaTeX tutorial series. In this video, we shall learn about creating a trivial title page and content space in document formatting. We will also learn to manipulate default page numbering in LaTeX. You may practice writing this document with me. So, without further ado, let us start today's class. First, let me save this untitled document as class 5. Now, in preamble, let me define my document class. As I have mentioned in my previous classes, I'll always use AMS Math, AMS Sim and AMS Fonts packages in all of my documents. I will also use another additional package /parindex 0px so that by default my new lines will be starting without an indent. Now let me start my document environment by typing begin document and end document. Now I'll create a title page here. If you have gone through my previous classes, you might have remembered in my class 3 video where I created a title page for my document first time. I mentioned then that there is another trivial way of creating a title page which I did not discuss there because you can do much customization in this way of title page creation. So I would suggest you to create a title page for your documents in title page environment like I have done in my class 3 video. That being said, in this video, we'll also learn a way to create a more simple and trivial title page. So here instead of writing contents of our title page in usual title page environment in document environment, we'll write the contents of our title page in preamble this way. So in preamble, I have written the title using \title command and in curly bracket the title of my today's document class 5. Then I have used a line break here. Then I have written document formatting and finally I have used another line break before closing my curly bracket. Next I have written author name Abhilash Chand using \author command and finally I have written date using \date command and my date as \today. Here instead of \today you can use any fixed date as to your need, but I prefer using \today command in my date section because let's say I have completed making my project way before my deadline and when the submission date finally arrives I don't have to manually type anything. I'll just recompile my document and my date will be set to that particular date automatically. So I have put all the contents of my title page in preamble, but as I have mentioned in earlier classes, the text in preamble doesn't show in output PDF. Therefore, to actually show all this information in my output PDF, I'll need to use \make title command in my document environment section. So let me write \make title in my document environment. Okay, let me run. Let me zoom in a bit. As you can see, by default it makes the title part largest and the author part bit small and date even more small. But here we can manipulate the size to our likings by usual way. So let's say I want this class 5 part bit small than this document formatting part. I can make this class 5 size, let's say lowercase large, and if I run this looks bit acceptable. Here one thing to notice is that by default the page numbering is showing as 1. If you can remember, in previous way of creating titles in title page environment the page number was empty by default, but here it is showing 1. There is a way we can make this page number empty and start our page number as 1 from next page, which will look nice as we usually don't want page numberings in our title page. I will tell you how to do that in latter part of this video. For now, let's just leave page numbering issue and move on. Next, we will learn to create table of contents for our document. For this, first let me create lots of sections, subsections and sub-subsections so that I can create a table of contents containing all these various sections. So here I have created lots of sections, subsections and sub-subsections. You can notice most of these sections are numbered, while in these two sections, pure mathematics and applied mathematics, I have used additional star command after section because I don't want these two sections numbered. So let me run this to see what happens. Okay, as you can see, my sections, subsections and sub-subsections all are numbered except pure mathematics and applied mathematics because I have used additional star command here. Now let me put some text in some of the sections to make it look distinguishable from my table of contents page when I create my contents page a bit later. So as you can see, here I have written some basic definitions for few of my sections, subsections and sub-subsections. Now let me run this. You can see in my output document I have created few number of sections, subsections and sub-subsections having brief definitions. But here the contents of my title page and my document text are showing in same page, which I don't want. So let me put a page break command after \make title so that the text of my document will start from next page. So I will use page break after make title, and if I run this, you can see that my sections, subsections and sub-subsections are starting from next page and my title page appears in separate page. Now to create a contents page, we will use \table of contents command just after make title. So I am going to write table of contents here. Again I will use another page break command after table of contents because I want my table of contents in separate page. So let me run this and see what happens. As you can see, my contents page is created in another separate page, but here no contents are showing. So we need to compile or hit run again here. So let me compile again, and as you can see, after compiling 2 times my table of contents are showing, and here the page numberings are showing for each of my sections, subsections and sub-subsections. Here another thing to notice is that these pure mathematics and applied mathematics sections are not showing in my table of contents. It is because they are not numbered. So 2 important things to remember while creating a contents page is you have to compile your program 2 times to show your table of contents, and the other thing is sections, subsections and sub-subsections will only show in table of contents if they are numbered. Moving on, here notice that in my table of contents, if I click on these sections or subsections or sub-subsections, nothing happens, and when I click on these sections or subsections, it doesn't take me to exact page of the document where that section or subsection etc. exist. So to make these sections, subsections and sub-subsections etc. clickable, what I need to do is use HyperA package in my preamble. So let me type HyperA package in my preamble section, and if I run this 2 times and let me run this again. Okay, as you can see, table of contents are showing after running 2 times. But now since I have used this HyperA package, these sections, subsections and sub-subsections are now clickable. And if I click on any of these sections or subsections, let's say I click on this sub-subsection trigonometry, it should directly take me to that page. Finally, you can notice that my title page and my table of contents page are numbered 1 and 2 respectively by default, but I don't want any numbering in my title page or table of contents page. So to make this particular 2 pages numberings empty, I have to use \this page style empty command 2 times right after \make title and \table of contents command to remove page numberings from these 2 pages. First, let me write this page style empty command here, then again I have to write this page style empty command here after my table of contents. Now let me run, and as you can see, my title page and my table of contents page have no numberings. But here another issue arises is after my table of contents page, the next page starts from number 3, which I don't want. I want my next page after this table of contents page start from page number 1. So what I need to do here is type \set counter in first curly bracket page and in second curly bracket 1 after my table of contents command in document environment. So Here I have written \set counter in first curly bracket page and in second curly bracket 1 after my table of contents, because I want to change my page numberings after table of contents page. And here in my second curly bracket I have written 1 because I want next page starts from page number 1. Now let me see whether that happens or not when I compile. Okay, as you can see, page number after this table of contents page starts from 1, which was my objective all along. So in today's class, we have learned to create a title page in an alternative way. Then we learn to create a clickable table of contents in addition to manipulate the default page numberings in LaTeX in today's document formatting class. Don't forget to practice all the things you have learned here today in TechMaker, or maybe you can use Overleaf. In our next video, we'll learn about graphics and few frequently used useful packages and their functions. Thank you. Have a good day. Please like, comment, share and subscribe if you find this video useful.